For I am not ashamed of the gospel of Christ, for it is the power of God unto salvation to everyone that believes. You know, indeed, we as Christians are not ashamed to share the good news of the gospel because ito po ang kapangyarihan na nagliligtas at nagbabago ng buhay.
Tama po yan, Bishop. Kung kaya't ang Lighthouse Bible Baptist Church kasama ang iba pang mga Bible-believing churches sa Metro Manila ay naghahanda na para sa nalalapit na Metro Manila Celebration with Will Graham. And as we know, this celebration is not about a popular speaker or personality, but it is about sharing the gospel of Christ to as many people as possible.
And this celebration is not mass evangelism, but rather it is personal evangelism on a massive scale. And more on this sa ating What's Brewing with the resident celebration director, si Jeff Ferris, at ang liaison for communications ng celebration na yan, si Dan Andrew Cura.
And still on the preparations for this celebration, this time para naman sa mga bata sa pamamagitan ng pambatang pagdiriwang. Abangan niyo po yan sa Espresso Self.
At tabayanan niyo rin ang ating segment on Legal Talk, so stay tuned para sa ating Barista with Attorney Moses Rivera.
So sit back, relax, and don't change that channel. Ako po si Reza Abante Yebra.
At ako naman, si Bishop Ruben Abante. Join us and let's have good talk over good coffee. Welcome to the Lighthouse Cafe. Marami sa ating mga Pilipinong Kristiyano ang pamilyar kay Billy Graham, ang isa sa pinakakilalang Amerikanong evangelist sa siglong ito. At mula kay Billy ay nasalin ang puso sa ministeryo ng pagpapahayag sa kanyang anak na si Franklin Graham. At ngayon naman, ang kanyang apo o ang anak ni Franklin na si Will Graham. Kilala ang mga Graham sa buong mundo dahil sila ang nagpapahayag ng ebanghelyo ng ating Panginoon at umikot na sa maraming bahagi sa ating mundo. Australia, India, South Korea, Pilipinas kasama, at lalo na sa continent ng Amerika.
Dito actually sa Pilipinas, sa mismong Quirino Grandstand sa Luneta ay unang nagdaos ng evangelistic crusade si Dr. Billy Graham noong taong 1977. Ang kanyang anak na si Franklin Graham noong 2006 at sa darating na February 2019 ay si Will Graham naman ang magpapaunlak sa Metro Manila Celebration with Will Graham. Panoorin po ninyo ito.
If you today call upon the name of the Lord, you can be saved. You can be made over.
Jesus Christ opened a way for you and me, for sinners, to come into the presence of Almighty God.
All the things that you've been longing for, looking for in life, are found through Jesus and Him alone.
All across the globe, the message is going out. A message for the people of every nation. A message for the people of the Philippines. In 1977, Dr. Billy Graham spearheaded the Metro Manila Billy Graham Crusade at the Quirino Grandstand, Luneta, Rizal Park. In 2006, his son Franklin Graham ushered in the Metro Manila Franklin Graham Festival in the same venue. The message Dr. Graham and Franklin gave then is the same message Will Graham brings now to his generation and to countless peoples all over the world. As his grandfather and father did before him, Will Graham has carried the torch of sharing the message of Jesus that transforms lives and celebrates hope. Now, Will Graham comes to the Philippines for the Metro Manila Celebration with Will Graham. A time to sing praises to God. A time for a response to the Savior. From February 15 to 17, 2019, at the Quirino Grandstand, Luneta, Rizal Park, Philippines, Will Graham joins the churches of Metro Manila to bring people to the Lord. This new celebration aims to mobilize the local churches to bring people to hear the gospel of Jesus. We encourage you, followers of Jesus, to partner with us and pray. Pray for your unsaved loved ones and friends and invite them to the celebration events. May God bless the people of the Philippines and the Metro Manila celebration with Will Graham. Be there and bring someone to Jesus.
At lahat tayo ay excited sa talagang naghahanda sa nalalapit na Metro Manila celebration with Will Graham. Ang tawag namin dito, Reza, ay MMCWG o simply celebration. No? And to talk more about the preparations at lahat ng ginagawa po sa celebration na ito ay narito ang ating mga panauhin. And we're so glad that we have the resident celebration director here with us at ang liaison para sa communication. Yung pinakamagaling magsalita para ang impormasyon ay maliwanag sa lahat. So we welcome Jeff Ferris. He's the celebration resident director. At si, of course, kilala Dan Andrew Cura. Siya ang namamahala sa communication. Welcome to Lighthouse Cafe.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Yes. So Jeff, magsasalita kami sa Tagalog kasi siya ka na dahil ibebenta ka na. No. But welcome to our show, Jeff. We're so glad to have you. How long have you been in the Philippines?
So now in the Philippines since January of this year. So about 7 months now.
You're
this time around.
You're saying you came here with your family just for the celebration?
That's right. That's right. We moved
this
here.
must be important.
Very important indeed. Of course.
Well, it's not even his first.
Oh yeah. You've been with other celebrations as well.
That's right. Yeah, we started this endeavor back in 2011 in Japan.
Oh, okay.
And so from Japan to the Philippines to Myanmar to Vietnam and now back to Manila, Philippines.
And in all these celebrations, you took your place as resident director.
That's correct. Yes.
Okay. And you come from BGEA.
That's right.
I mean, Billy Graham Evangelistic Association.
Right.
So, okay. Well, let's turn to Dan Andrew Cura. You're in charge of the communication.
That's right.
And so, we're here. You're.
Well, I mean, the fact that FEBC, even during 1977,
Yes.
under Fred Magbanwa, he was the communications
yes.
director for the Billy Graham Crusade.
So that's it.
Yes, and then in 2006, FEBC also under me already by that time, we were doing communication. So it's like becomes a no-brainer that we're going to do the 2019. Yeah.
And you're in radio, and here we are on television.
On television.
Well,
yeah.
it's a great privilege for us. For now that we can have this interview and get everyone to be acquainted with what's happening. It's going to be in February of 2019. Still, February 15, 16, and 17. 3 days.
That's right. 3 days.
Okay, the whole day?
This will be towards the evening.
Okay.
So every evening, roughly about 5:30 to 9:30 every day. So
And
15, 16, 17.
So how many do we intend to bring to Luneta?
Well, we believe that through the work of the Holy Spirit that we will bring many there. We don't believe that we can give a number and say, but we believe that the Holy Spirit will be able to bring many.
You just simply don't want to limit, huh?
We don't want to limit. No. We don't want to limit what God can do.
As we would say in the celebration, we'd like to bring the greatest number
Yes.
that the venue can hold.
As many as possible.
As
So-
many as possible.
What does the celebration contain?
So the celebration itself, well, the main focus of the celebration, the main goal, of course, is to bring the lost to hear the gospel. So as many people as we can to bring to Luneta to hear the gospel and to be saved. And not only that, but to be able to be followed up and discipled in the local churches afterwards.
You said
So
the
this
gospel.
is simply the gospel, that's right.
So it's a presentation, it's a proclamation, a preaching of the gospel.
Absolutely. Absolutely. This is a
Isn't
proclamation
preaching
of it.
something like it's a negative thing?
No. This is definitely something that is going to be open for everybody. It's not negative by any means.
Oh.
And I think why it also is not negative is the fact that because of the generations, I mean, going from Billy Graham, it's not like you're going to be hearing another Billy Graham style preaching.
That's right.
Because now it's Will, and Will is the grandson, and so he brings the gospel to his generation. So he speaks in a way that the people now, the young people now especially, would actually relate to,
Right,
because he's also a
absolutely.
young
So
man.
what's the difference between the what Billy then was preaching and what Franklin preaches, and what was the difference?
There is no difference. The difference is the evangelist alone. That's it. the gospel message is the
Is the
same.
same.
From Billy Graham to Franklin Graham. and
So
down to
you're
Will
here, you're doing the celebration yourself as BGEA.
No, we're not. No, this is actually a misconception that a lot of cities have and a lot of pastors have when we move into a city. But the celebration itself is a partnership with the local churches, in this case here in Metro and Mega Manila. So this isn't the Billy Graham Evangelistic Association coming in and saying, here's a manual, here's how you do a celebration.
Oh.
No, this is a partnership. This is your celebration. This is the local churches of Metro Manila. This is your celebration, not Billy Graham Evangelistic Association.
So that is why there's a long
preparation time.
That's right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because the idea is to bring all the different churches, all the different denominations together, because it's one gospel.
Right.
So it's not
So
talking
all
about
churches who believe in the gospel.
in the
huh?
gospel. And so we've got the PCEC, that's one group of churches.
Yes.
Then there's the Bible Mode, so that's another group of churches. The JIL. So it's like everybody's on board right now. So, and the idea is it's the churches that present this celebration. And BGA is simply there to provide some of their resources and some of the expertise,
Right.
because they've been doing this
Yeah.
forever.
So how do you actually get all these churches and church groups involved in the preparation for the
Sure,
celebration?
sure. That's a really good question. One of the challenges that we do face every time we do come into a new location is exactly that. The churches that we go visit, we'll visit the pastors, we'll form committees, we'll form a mobilization committee to bring to light, what the celebration is by visiting churches, by calling meetings together. But in the end, the number one reason why people end up coming to the celebration is through something called Operation Andrew. And so Operation Andrew is basically a personal evangelism tool that all the churches that are involved can use to bring their friends, family,
So
colleagues.
you get to churches, these are Bible-believing churches
That's
who
right.
believe the same gospel. You get to them and you invite them to be partners with
That's right.
the celebration.
Right.
And then you mobilize these churches?
That's correct. Yes.
Yep.
Oh.
In a sense, we want them to get involved. So wherever your community is, bring those, your loved ones,
Not
your
just the
friends.
pastors alone.
Not just
Oh,
the
no,
pastors
no,
alone.
no.
Everybody in the
yeah.
congregation.
Yeah.
So we would like you to be part of that. And then bring in your friends, bring in your
Well, that's
unsaved
good.
loved ones.
You just said you want to get the largest number of people. And if the congregations will be the one to be mobilized, you'd get a lot.
True, but it's not just the congregation, because this event is not for Christians, period. This is for the non-believers, those that still need to know who Jesus Christ is. But they will not come unless the church members who already know Christ bring them along.
Oh,
That's
okay.
right.
So anak,
Yeah.
dinamobilize nila, no? Excuse me. My daughter is hard in anak.
And for the information of our viewers as well.
Yes, of course. So, ang celebration po ay pumupunta sa mga simbahan, nakikipag-usap sa mga pastor, tapos tina-challenge lahat ng mga miyembro nila para magdala. Tama, no?
Tama.
So, sila ang magdadala
Ng mga
kanilang mga kaibigan,
kamag-anak.
kamag-anak, kapitbahay, yon lahat. Okay.
And yun yung Operation Andrew, Bishop, tama po ba?
Oh, yun ang ginagamit. Kasi yung Operation Andrew, lilista ka ng mga pangalan doon, ipapanalangin mo, pagkatapos, hihikayatin mo na sila.
So,
Ngayon,
this
itong
card
mga
here.
card natin.
yeah.
Yan.
That's it.
Ah.
That's right. That's the
So there's an
Andrew.
Operation Andrew, and there's also an Operation Andy.
And
Andy,
Andy
ito naman
card.
para
What's
sa
the
mga...
difference?
This is for the Andy is for the children.
para sa mga bata.
The principle is the same.
Oh, so I can go, you can go.
Oo, para sa mga
So
hindi
there's-
batang isip.
There's an event for adults and an event also for the children.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. The Saturday morning, February 19th, we're going to have a Pambatag Pagdiriwang,
Very
Wow,
good.
congratulations,
celebration for
Jeff.
children.
For children.
Pambatang pagdiriwang.
Pambatang
It's
Pagdiriwang.
February 16th.
That will be February. That will be February
16
16th
in the morning.
Saturday
in the morning.
morning.
Saturday
Yeah.
morning.
You're saying
That's right.
Will also preach to children?
This one will be. This will not be Will preaching to children at that time, but we will have. We will be having
okay.
a gospel presentation.
So Will be preaching every night.
That's right.
15, 16, 17.
That's correct.
And then churches will bring people through the Operation Andrew.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Dan,
That's
please
right.
explain this.
And pag titignan nyo, it's very different from Operation Andrew and Andy, if you open
Yeah.
it, they only have 3 names. Kasi
Kids
para
have 3.
pambata yan eh.
Okay.
Pero ang idea, pareho pa rin. So, meron kayong 10 blank dyan, lalagay nyo yung pangalan ng mga gusto nyong ipanalangin.
Oo.
And then, merong 3 bahagi. Yung isang bahagi para ma-monitor ng celebration office. Kasi pagpe-pray din natin.
Okay.
Yung isa naman para sa church ninyo, para yung church na nanalangin para dito sa mga taong ito. Yung isa, personal copy mo. So, may listahan ka na. So, doon, kaya sabi ko, panalangin. Kasi, pray, look
Okay.
up, pag-pray natin muna. Pagkatapos nun, dahil pinagpe-pray mo na, edi, alagaan mo na. So, in a sense, look around.
Look around.
Care for them. Kasi hindi naman, yung celebration ho ay hindi naman yun lang sa February 2019.
So, ibig sabihin pag halimbawa, naglagay ka ng pangalan, if you place a name here and he owes you something,
magbabayad muna siya.
Bago yung imbitahan.
Hindi, pero ang importante lang doon is, pag sinulat mo, aalagaan mo na siya. In a sense, sharean mo na siya. Kasi kakaibiganin mo na siya. Tapos, hihikayatin mo ngayon siya na pumunta doon. Pagkatapos, hindi titigil doon. Pagkatapos noon, hihikayatin mo siya na lumago rin sa kanyang buhay Kristiyano. Di-disciple mo din siya.
Okay.
So, kasi nga, ang nangyayari, minsan, na-present yung gospel, we presented the gospel, and then it ends there. Pero kailangan lumago din siya. Yan. So, ito yung Operation Andrew.
So
Kaya,
it's
hindi
not
lang pastor.
It's not Will alone presenting the gospel.
That's just proclamation. That's just the proclamation of the gospel. But you, all of us, the churches, are all part of bringing in these people into the kingdom.
That's right. That's right. The celebration, we look at it as 15, 16, 17, but actually right now we are in the celebration. And when churches take part in Operation Andrew, that's what's the wonderful thing about this program is that
You said we're doing the celebration now.
that's right. We are in the celebration. The Metro Manila celebration with Will Graham has started
So with this,
already. That's right.
What do you mean? Look out, lead.
Well, lookout lead means you lead them into the presentation already of the gospel, even today. And then you also lead them, if they're still thinking about it, then you lead them to
Okay.
the
Lead
celebration.
them, yeah.
And then encourage, look together.
So
and
that
then-
you, again, to be with them. Because
So when the celebration, when February comes and they go with the one who put their names, they've already heard the gospel and they're already friends with these people.
that's right.
Okay.
But some of them may not. So that means we don't stop the process. Some
Right,
of them may
absolutely,
already
yeah.
receive now, and we continue and we still bring them there.
So the objective of the celebration. We have one more here. Look
Look
after.
after.
Look after. This is discipleship.
Okay.
That's
Once
why
they get to know the
After,
Lord,
yeah.
Right.
then
Then
they need to be nourished. They
nourished,
That's
to-
right,
to be
yeah.
taught. That's why there's the training. So it's
Yes.
not just the Operation Andrew. There's also the
Right.
training of the
need for
churches.
discipleship.
Right.
The ones who already know the Lord will be trained so that they will
That's right.
disciple.
So the objective is not just to bring people.
The objective is not just to bring people. We're also training Christians to be able to counsel
Yeah.
those new believers that do come forward.
To
when
bring
the
people, and then
invitation's
they
given.
will respond, and then they will, when they respond, then those who brought them will also be trained.
That's right.
To share
To
the
share,
That's
gospel.
right. So that training is actually going to be taking place right now. The dates will be eventually posted. We don't know the exact dates yet, but looking sometime in October, November for about 3 weeks. All believers will be invited to join the Christian Life and Witness course.
I mean,
And it's-
how many counselors are we looking at?
I think right now, wow, it's if we could have 5,000 or even as
6,000
many as the
there,
Lord
yeah.
provides every night. Our goal is always to have one-on-one counseling, and so if we need to have,
Isn't it challenging, Dan? For example, February next year, we have midterm election.
Oh yeah, and that's why we need to make the preparations now.
yeah,
That's why we need, because by February, on the run up to the midterm
And
election,
this has nothing to do with politics.
and it has nothing to do with politics. We should already be ready, because if we're going to be ready in February, we're
Yeah.
too late. So that's why we're doing the preparations
Right.
now, even before the midterm election.
This is not what you call in Tagalog hakot system.
No, it's
I
not.
have to bring them.
No, because there is a purpose for bringing them there. And what's the percentage? It's like 80%, roughly.
80% of the lost who
Yeah.
come to the celebration, they come not
Because
because
of
of
this.
advertising.
Yeah.
They come because somebody
This
cared
is-
enough to
this
spend
is
time with them to
person to
bring them.
person
That's right,
meeting.
personal evangelism.
Yeah,
That's
actually,
right.
yeah. What I heard is the difference of the Crusades by Billy Graham is that it's not really a mass evangelism, but it's proclaiming the gospel of Christ, but on a personal
Yes.
evangelistic level. How
Yep.
effective is that versus?
Oh, wait a minute,
Yeah.
you said crusade.
Celebration, crusade for Billy
What's the
Graham.
difference?
That's a good question. What's the difference? Crusade, festival, celebration.
Festival,
We hear
It's
it.
called branding.
Okay.
So the brand of Billy Graham is crusade.
Right.
The brand of Franklin is festival. The brand of the young Will is celebration.
So the name may change, but the principles,
principles
remain
are
the
the
same. Over
same.
60 plus years of ministry.
It's like having Colgate and
It's still toothpaste.
Toothpaste.
That's right.
So
No matter what you call it, it's still
it's
toothpaste.
still,
Right.
it's still the
right.
gospel.
That's
So
Still
how
the gospel,
effective is
that's right.
that when as they come in and as they go forward and accept Christ, that someone is actually dealing with them on a personal level?
That's right,
In your
that's right.
experience, how effective is that?
Well, I think first of all, what you said at first was really good. Is that you said this is personal evangelism, and one of the challenges that we face when we go into cities sometimes is that people will see this as mass evangelism. But Billy Graham actually said it best. He doesn't believe in mass evangelism, but rather personal evangelism on a massive scale. So this is all of the church body working together to bring the lost to one place to hear the gospel.
Yeah.
And again, not only that, but to be discipled. So that one-on-one counseling that takes place afterwards really helps to make sure that that we just don't welcome them to Christianity and say,
That's it.
welcome and
So-
take care, have a nice
Yeah.
life, but we want to make sure that they are
Now we-
discipled in the local churches.
We now understand what personal evangelism is. That's like this is personal evangelism.
Right.
But what do they do when they do mass evangelize?
Well, normally what happens with that is there's this one person, and they just, in a sense,
That's when
broadcast the
people
gospel,
gather and then, how many believe Christ? And they all raise their hands and that's done.
and then it's
And
done.
then afterwards,
That's it.
yeah, there's no
Because
follow-up.
from then we don't really know. So how many did continue on to grow?
Right, right.
But here we bring them back to the church.
Yeah, but
With
isn't-
the person.
isn't that what's just to be done? When you
Well-
receive Christ, you go your way.
Well, by God's Spirit, of course, it's going to. I mean, once the word is proclaimed,
Yeah.
people get saved. But what we would want to do is we want to nurture those
That's right.
that have been
Yeah.
saved. Because if not, then some of them may find themselves in church, but what normally happens is most of them eventually fall back on the wayside.
Oh yeah, I remember that story, the parable of the Lord Jesus Christ. Like, the seed,
Yeah, exactly.
getting to be in
So,
rocky
yeah.
soil and then good soil. So when you deal with a believer, and he's gonna be a good soil if there's attention, there's care.
If somebody's tending to it. Yeah.
Right, right.
Whoa, okay. Now, do all pastors get this?
Unfortunately, not all the time. not right away. Sometimes it takes a few vision castings to really get it. And even for me, being a resident director in this, it took a little while to fully understand that. But once I grasped it, once I fully understood, I would not. If I was a pastor of a church, this is definitely something
you're not
I'd
the
want to be a
pastor, are
part
you?
of. I'm not.
Man,
Not
what's your
yet.
background, Jeff?
Actually, my background is, believe it or not, is geology. So I studied geology. I studied
Soil,
rocks,
that's
soil.
good
I studied how to plant good soil, or how to
Okay,
plant a
that's
seed in good soil. Right.
Tsaka siguro magandang idagdag din dun sa discussion na yun yung sabi mo nga, mga pastor, di ba? Kasi baka iniisip din nila na hindi para sa atin to, ibang programa yan eh. Actually, makikinabang dito yung
Yung
mga
simbahan.
simbahan din nila. Kasi dahil kung sino yung dadalhin nila doon sa celebration, pag ginuwi nila yon,
Pero Dan, marami tayong
Alagaan
mga,
din nila yun.
meron tayong mga independent na mga churches. And you know what? They have their own materials, they have their own methods, and strategies, Hindi ba nagko-conflict yun dito?
eh, kung Bible-believing church din sila, I'm very sure yung mga materials nila, Bible-based din yon. So, ang maganda doon,
What if they have their own discipleship program?
ang pwede nilang gamitin.
Idudugtong nila.
Idudugtong nila.
So
Kaya
what's the discipleship program of the celebration? It's
So the discipleship program that we have will be an initial training for all believers, and again,
That's right.
if they've gone through their own training in their own church, that's fine. But all counselors, everybody who's going
Yeah.
to become a counselor at the celebration, must go through the Christian Life and Witness course. But then when those new
there's a
believers go
discipleship course
back,
like Christian Life.
And
Christian
And
Life
Witness.
and Witness course, that's right. So that'll be taking place sometime October, November timeframe.
Yung purpose naman nun, para naman during the celebration, isang parehong mensahe rin yung
Tama,
maririnig. Ngayon, pagka nadala na ngayon dun sa kani-kanilang mga simbahan, kung meron silang pagpapatuloy na paglago, based on their material, pwede na nilang gamitin.
So it's not saying, oh, you've trusted Christ, you've received Christ, go your way, be as you are. It's not that.
Hindi. Yun nga ang gusto natin. Diba? Ipapastol
Of
natin
course,
sila.
we understand there ought to be new life in
Yes.
Christ.
Actually, in one of the vision castings, Sir Dan, I heard na yung 2006 na Franklin Graham Festival, merong naging results ng mga new churches. Tama po
Oh, yeah.
ba?
Oo. May mga, dahil nga, they started to bring in these new believers, and then in some areas, those new believers eventually became a church. Pagkatapos, nung the following year, sinundan nung My Hope, which is another campaign naman na nandun din si Franklin. At doon din, meron din mga simbahang nagsibol dahil doon, nagsimula. So talagang ang point is, dalin sila sa kaharian, tapos eventually mag-grow at maging
I have
kasama.
one question. So we have a lot of churches here in you cover Metro Manila, the whole of
Metro
Manila.
and Mega Manila.
Mega Manila.
So we're going outside the metro.
So how many churches are you talking of?
Well, I believe
Manila?
even with Mega Manila, roughly about
3,000 to
the
5,000
total number is
churches?
3,000 to 5,000. So
And
I think
if-
including Mega, it's about 5,000.
So if all these churches, all their congregations would apply, implement Operation, man, that's going to be
Oo.
good.
it's a
At
lot
ang
of people.
maganda, lahat sama-sama. Tulong-tulong tayo. That's
Alam
amazing.
niyo po, kung nanonood kayo dito, at kayo pastor o kayo yung leader sa mga churches
Yeah.
ninyo, at ala naman kayong pagkakaiba sa gospel ng ating Panginoon, sakay na kayo dito, di ba?
Oo, exactly.
Oo. Ay makatutulong pa to sa mga simbahan natin. Yung pagbabago ng buhay, yung talagang alam nila. Kasi may discipleship eh.
Exactly.
Alam nila kung paano ang maging talagang Kristiyano. Ako, Dan, Tagalogin na lang natin. Ang dami nang tatawa na Kristiyano, wala namang buhay Kristiyano.
Oo, kaya
Di ba? So ito kailangan natin.
nasa pangalan lang eh. Kaya nga ang gusto natin na kung ano man yung matutunan nila, magamit din nila sa buhay nila. So talagang alalay. And importante yung simbahan doon. Magsisimula sa simbahan para magdala ng tao roon at magtatapos din sa simbahan.
So ito'y hindi para sa Amerikano.
Hindi.
Hindi. Hindi pa.
Hindi para
At sa Pilipino.
sa Pilipino.
It's not just for the Americans, right?
Sige. That's right.
Oh, okay. Ano naman ang mga challenges? Jeff, I can understand you. I think one of the challenges you face is bagyo, no? Baha.
Yeah.
You know those terms?
Oh yeah, no, I've been learning a little bit of Tagalog since I've been here. So especially now we're in the rainy season, so baha, bagyo, especially here in Manila, traffic, it makes me sakit sa ulo.
Wow! Lahat negatibo.
That's it.
Well,
Okay
we
na.
have to start teaching them nice
I
things to
need
say.
I need some positive things to say here.
Pero let's just say that whatever negative things we face, let's go forward with it.
Oh, yes.
Amen.
Oo.
Amen.
Alam mo, napaka-ikli. Too short a time for us here. But Dan, Tagalogin mo na, invite mo lahat ng mga simbahan at mga pastor.
Ay, nako. Opo, hanggat maaari ho, kung pwede ninyong hikayatin ang inyong buong simbahan na sumama po dito sa celebration natin, yung Metro Manila Celebration with Will Graham. Ito po, ilagay nyo na po sa kalendaryo ninyo, February 15, 16, and 17. At lahat po kayo ay inaanyayahan na namin ngayon pa lamang to celebrate with us. Mag-fill up na kayo ng Operation Andrew form. Pagkatapos po may mga training, make use of that. At pagkatapos dalhin nyo po sila during the celebration. Nako, ang Diyos po ang malulugod sa gawain yan dahil dinadala natin ito sa kanyang anak.
Meron bang website ang celebration?
Oh,
O
yes,
kaya
meron.
Facebook
Facebook
page?
page.
Well, actually meron. So ang website natin is mmcelebration2019.ph.
Yes.
So mmcelebration 2019.ph. Tapos sa Facebook, Will Graham Celebration, lalabas po yun.
Pwede bang, Reza, maybe we can link their site, their website to our GCTV site para di ba? Well, Jeff, time is too short here in this interview. I'm sorry for that, but we're gonna have another time.
Amen.
Okay? And
Look forward to
that. We're gonna be inviting you again. And Dan, you're our partner here, and hindi ka na bago rito. Thank you for being here, and we look forward to having a great
Bishop,
guest.
siguro just to say congratulations to Jeff dahil dito na pinanganak yung kanyang bunso.
Wow.
Kamakailan
You're
lamang.
a brand new dad.
I am, yes. Born August 2nd, 2018,
Great.
here in Metro Manila.
Here in Metro Manila.
So is his name Celebration or what?
Yeah, his name is Ty Ferris.
Ty Ferris.
Congratulations.
Thank you,
Well,
thank you.
Napakaganda po ng ating pinag-usapan ngayon at sana ay kayo mga kapasturan ay i-consider niyo po, no? At hikayatin natin, anyayahan natin ang lahat ng ating mga miyembro sa ating mga simbahan. And more on the preparations for the Metro Manila celebration with Will Graham. This time, our hosts will go on-site recording for the Pambatang Pagdiriwang preparations. Watch this.
Mga usaping mga paksang trending,
Mga talakayang may kabuluhan.
lifestyle at kulturang sariling atin.
Buhay Pinoy, pag-usapan natin dito sa
Espresso Self! Jesus said, "Let the little children come to me and do not hinder them, for to such belongs the kingdom of heaven." Children are precious in the sight of the Lord. Kaya naman mahalagang habang bata pa lamang ay nakakarinig na sila ng salita ng Panginoon.
Tama ka dyan, Harvey. Alam mo, kahit ano man ang natutunan ng bata, definitely ma-apply nila or dadalhin nila yon hanggang sa kanilang pagtanda. Kahit ako personally, na-experience ko yon nung bata pa ako na tinuturuan ako ng mga magulang ko na magsube ng onte para sa offering. So hanggang ngayon, by God's grace, syempre, ay nadadala ko siya at nadala ko na yung practice na yon.
Kaya naman sa nalalapit na Metro Manila celebration with Will Graham ay may espesyal na selebrasyon din para sa mga bata. Alam mo, Antoinette, ang tawag dito ay Pambatang Pagdiriwang. Panoorin po ninyo ito.
Hi kids! May exciting na mangyayari sa February 2019.
Tama, Kuya Jed. Magkakaroon ng malaking pagdiriwang para sa mga bata.
Pagdiriwang? Ano po yung pagdiriwang, Ate Dindi?
Isa tong special event na para lamang sa mga bata.
May mga kwento, kantahan, at special activities na siguradong mag-e-enjoy mga kids.
Wow! Excited na po ako! Kailan po ba yung pambatang Kailan po ba yan?
Pambatang Pagdiriwang. Ang Pambatang Pagdiriwang ay magaganap sa February 16, 2019. 8:30 ng umaga hanggang 12 ng tanghali. Sabado yun, kaya walang pasok. Pwedeng pumunta.
Lahat ng bata 7 to 14 years old ay iniimbitahan na pumunta sa Luneta Grandstand. Libre ito, kaya mas marami, mas masaya. Imbitahin nyo na yung mga friends nyo.
Yes, pupunta po ako dyan. Ilalagay ko na po yan sa kalendaryo ko. Tapos, iimbitahan ko yung kaibigan kong si Bekoy. Wow! Sige! Sabay na tayong pumunta sa
Yan! So kids, magkita-kita tayong lahat February 16, 2019 sa Luneta Grandstand para sa
Pambatang Pagdiriwang!
Ayan, sobrang excited na talaga ako sa celebration na ito, Harvey. At kasama natin ngayon ang ilan sa mga coordinators ng event na ito. We are blessed to have with us Ate Mary, Ate Marivic, and Kuya Mon. Welcome po sa Lighthouse Cafe.
Welcome po sa Lighthouse Cafe.
Good
Ayan,
araw sa inyo.
bago po natin pag-usapan ng tuluyan itong pambatang pagdiriwang, ay maaari niyo po bang banggitin sa ating mga manonood, ano po yung pinaka-role ninyo as assigned po sa committee ninyo?
Okay, ako muna. Na-assign ako rito bilang isang overall program coordinator ng pambatang pagdiriwang. Okay.
Ako naman po, ang kanyang assistant. Pero ako po ay naka-focus po ako doon sa logistic. Ang sako po sa akin ay yung ground management, ground activities.
Okay.
Yun po.
Okay, ako naman po ang naitalaga sa akin ay yung buong program. Kumbaga ako yung stage director.
Oh, okay. So meron tayong program coordinator, may logistics and assistant program coordinator, tapos meron din tayong mismong stage.
Yes,
Ayan, so mukhang exciting talaga yung mga mangyayari.
Talagang exciting.
Yeah, so to start with, ano po ba yung mga objective or yung pinakalayunin ng specifically sa araw na ito na pambatang pagdiriwang?
Okay, ang pambatang pagdiriwang ay magaganap sa February 16, 2019. At ang objective nito ay makapagdala ang mga Christian churches na mula edad, mga kabataan mula edad 7 hanggang 15 taon na gulang.
Okay.
Ito ay mga bata na umaatin sa church at hindi umaatin sa church nila at para makapakinig ng salita ng Diyos through the gospel presentation, and then makilala nila ang Panginoon sa pamamagitan ng mga presentations na yun. Yun.
Oo, so talagang pambata, 7 to 15 years old.
Yes.
Okay.
Idadagdag ko rin,
Opo.
Harvey, Antoinette, bukod sa pagdadala, ang layunin din ng programang ito ay ma-mobilize yung mga churches, specifically yung mga sa children's department na magkaisa na magdala ng mga bagong mga kabataan na hindi umaatin sa church na madala dun sa Luneta. As much na mas marami, mas maganda.
Pwede ba akong magkwento ng experience? Kasi
Sige po.
isa rin sa layo, ang nangyari, bakit pangalawang event na ito ng Bill Graham Evangelistic Association. Una ay ang Pistang Pambata noong year 2006.
2006
Okay,
pa.
I think iba sa,
Yes.
maliliit pa yung mga bata noon noong 2006. Pero ngayon, it's 12 years ago. Ngayon ay mga career, mga Sunday school teachers, mga pastors na yung iba ron, ang iba mga ministers na. At yun ang dahilan kung bakit muli siguro nagkaroon ng pambatang pagdiriwang nito. Yun yung objective maging ang mga kabataan na ngayon ay from moving forward, future, ay gamitin ng Panginoon.
Kung ano po yung natanggap nila na blessing itong nakaraang pistang pangbata, ay sila naman ang maging blessing sa
Yes, yun yun. At ang maganda doon is karamihan ng mga volunteers ngayon sa pambatang pagdiriwang ay mga naging sumali o mga bata pa sila, mga choir. Nung pistang pambata.
12 years ago.
12 years ago,
Opo.
kung makikita natin yun.
Sige, mapunta po tayo doon sa mismong araw po ng pambatang pagdiriwang. Ano-ano po ba yung mga i-expect ng mga kabataan na magiging activities po natin? Sige po, Kuya Mon.
Siguro po yung umpisa
Ating stage director
sa
na.
stage.
Diba?
Ano yung mga, without spoiling anything.
Bigyan po natin ng pahapyaw ang ating mga manonood.
Bali, nagpe-prepare kami ngayon ng isang production. Okay,
Wow.
it's like a stage play, stage musical play, na ang tema ay para makilala ng mga kabataang ito ang Panginoong Yesus. So, alam nyo naman, ang musika ay isa sa mga bagay na nakakapag-akit sa mga kabataan.
Yes.
So, gagamitin natin yan para ang isang medium para ma-present natin ang kaligtasan kay Kristo Jesus. So, mayroon niyang kwento na bumubuo ng mga bahagi kung paano ang proseso na ikaw ay tumungo sa maaari mong tanggapin ang Panginoong Jesus sa puso mo bilang sarili mong tagapagligtas.
Wow, napakaganda ng Harvey kasi ngayon sa panahon, kumaga sa panahon natin, yung mga kabataan sobrang into gadgets na or games or sobrang medyo malayo na kumbaga
Digital
sa
age nga kung sinatawag.
Totoo yan. Pero ito, parang we're bringing them back and parang we're having the Bible to be very relevant kahit sa bata nilang edad.
Oo.
Nakakatawa naman.
Yan, so nabanggit nga ni Kuya Mon na nagpe-prepare sila para dito ng isang stage musical production. So pwede niyo po ba kaming bigyan din ng hint kung ano po ba yung mga preparations na ginagawa na po ninyo?
So, right now, bali naghahanap na kami ng mga, sabihin natin mga talents. Siyempre, kailangan natin ng mga talents. Bata man yan, ng mga teenagers na magpa-participate. Pero ito ay mga kabilang sa kanya-kanya mga churches.
Iba't ibang churches.
Okay? Kasi kailangan sa celebration na ito, ay yung church nila ay
involved
po. Involved sila. Kumbaga ay on board yung church nila.
On board.
So hindi lang basta-basta pwede kang sumali as individual. Pero meron din namang pagkakataon na gano'n, na pwedeng gano'n na mag-involve sila. As long na ang kanilang layunin ay gano'n din na maibahagi ang salita ng Panginoon sa mga kabataan.
In life. Gaano po kahalaga yung, kasi nabanggit ni Ate Marivic kanina na hindi lang to pag-i-invite ng mga kabataan, kundi minomobilize din natin yung churches na maging involved at maging parte nitong celebration na ito. Gaano po siya kahalaga na maraming simbahan, Bible-believing churches ang maging involved sa
Talagang dapat. Kasi hanggat maaari, ang Metro Manila Christian Churches ay maabot o maging involved o maging partner nitong Metro Manila Celebration with Billy Graham, ng pambatang pagdiriwang. Kasi pupunuin natin ng Quirino Grandstand ng mahigit, basta kung nakita natin, last 2006, pinuno ng Panginoon ang Quirino Grandstand ng 89,000 children.
Wow!
Okay? 89,000 children. And then ngayon, we are aiming na 100,000 sana kung loloobin ng Panginoon, okay? Kaya kailangan namin din ng bawat involved din ng mga churches, ng mga pastors, ganito. Yun para bawat isa sa amin ay pagpalain din sa pamamagitan ng mga kabataan na to. Yun.
Idadagdag ko rin, Ate Neri, dun sa preparasyon na ginagawa ni Kuya Mon sa stage, kami rin sa ground. Kaya habang naghahanda sila, kami excited din kami. Kaya naghahanda kami ng mga programa. Bago pa man yung oras ni Kuya Mon, alas 6 pa lang, may mga activities na sa ground. May mga games, may mga music na nandun na.
Live music.
Para makita natin na minsan lang kasi mangyari ito. So, kailangan meaningful at saka full of activity. Yung araw na yan.
Opo, syempre kung bata, medyo short na talaga yung span of attention.
Yes.
Marami po tayong ipapagawa na iba-iba rin.
Kayong tatlo po ba ay nandoon din 12 years ago?
Kami actually ang partner
Magkasama sila
talaga.
noon. Ako yung sa main choir.
So, nasa same committee po kayo. Yung previous po natin
Assistant pa rin.
Magkakasama kami.
Very faithful po.
Meron po ba kayong naalala na sobrang pinaka magandang or pinaka hindi nyo malilimutan na memory from yung pistang pambata na ngayon ay parang nilook forward nyo din?
Yung event na nangyari?
Opo, 12 years ago.
Umiyak ako noon because of yung nakita ko yung bata na talaga nung lumapit sila sa Panginoon, hindi mo kalaing mapuno yung ground nang in-invite nila after the gospel presentation. Talagang tumatakbo ang mga bata para makakilala sa Panginoon. And then, sabihin na natin yung mga yon ay isa na sa ngayon mga pastor, katulad sinabi ko mga Sunday school teachers, mata yung balahibo ko. Mga ganun. Mga naglilingkod na sa Panginoon. Sila mismo nagpatotoo. Kasi nung sila ay umate karoon kami ng mobilization ng mga churches, ng mga bata, natandaan nila yung mga nangyari na yun. At pinakilala nila, Ate Neri, dati ito yun, choir, ganito, ganyan. Yung choir nga, isa pa rito, yung choir dati doon na nag-solo, ngayon, isa rin siya sa mag-host dun sa ating production play. So, di ba? So, mostly yung mga nag-host sigurado sa production play na yun, sila yung mga naging choir before.
Sa children's choir.
Yeah, magkakaroon din ng children's choir. Puliat, and we are aiming for 1,000 voice choir.
1,000 voice choir na i-conduct din ni
No,
Kuya Mon.
yung aming music director, yun naman, kaya hinihilingan namin ang mga churches na involved nila ang mga children nila, i-register nila. You may look for Sister Weng or Sister Gina Enriquez para sila yung naka-assign sa music. So, yun. So, meron din kaming audition call na para sa lead role ng aming title na Ang Biblia. Siya yung magiging pinaka-main role, no?
Yeah.
So,
Main character.
Ayan, sige po, invite po natin ang ating audience.
We are inviting lahat ng lalaki, yan, 18 to 30 years old. You can speak well, you can sing and act, okay, live. On September 1, 2018, dito sa Lighthouse Bible Baptist Church, sa GCTV studio, 1 p.m. You may look for Miss Daisy Cruz.
Daisy ko. Ayan, siguro po i-flash po natin ang kanilang mga contact numbers
Yes.
where they can contact po regarding this audition, call for audition.
And siguro po, no, tanong na rin natin, paano po ba magiging parte? I'm sure very excited na yung
Right.
lahat na nakakapakinig.
Yun ang maganda.
Opo, paano po ba magiging parte ng celebration or specifically ng pambatang
Children's
pagdiriwang?
Committee po siguro.
Okay. Open ito sa lahat, okay? Kaya iniimbitahan namin ng lahat kung nais nyong makasama namin sa pambatang pagdiriwang sa February 2019 ay pwede nyo kayong mag-search sa Metro Manila Celebration 2019.ph. Yan yung aming website. O meron naman Facebook page ang Pambatang Pagdiriwang. Okay? Ang office naman ay mayroong telepono na 638-4780. I think nandyan yan sa
Yes,
nakikita
flash po
yan,
natin.
naka-flash. So, minsan naman, tinatawagan yung mga dating 2006 pa na pistang pambata, tinawagan din namin yung mga churches na na-involved. So, mga yon. Pero kung kayo po ay hindi pa namin natatawagan, wag na natin hintayin. Mag-onboard na tayo. Search Metro Manila Celebration 2019.ph. Ayan, inuulit ko po ulit. Yung website ng Metro Manila Celebration. Yan.
And siguro po for few parang last words or message to our viewers, pwede po si Kuya Mon.
Or encouragement.
To encourage, para yung mga ating
So lahat po ng mga inimbitahan natin ang lahat ng mga Christian churches na on board sa Metro Manila Celebration with Will Graham, sana po ay suportahan natin, sabay-sabay po tayo na kumilos para po sa kaligtasan po ng ating mga kabataan sa henerasyon na ito. Dahil alam naman po natin na punong-puno na po ng social media ang ating kapaligiran, pero hindi po natin kailangan tawaran ang kapangyarihan ng salita ng Panginoon. Kaya ito po ang isang pagkakataon na maaari natin po itong maipresenta sa ating mga kabataan. Ano po? At sana po ay makilahok po kayong lahat.
Yes. Alam mo, Harvey, sobrang nakaka-bless talaga na ako mismo ay naging parte kasi 12 years ago bilang counselor naman that time. And ngayon nga nabanggit ni Ate Neri na ngayon mga professional na Sunday school teachers and even pastors yung mga naging on board before. So kumbaga, we're passing the baton. And as we have been blessed 12 years ago, we are now becoming a blessing sa susunod na henerasyon.
Tama. Mabanggit ko lang din quickly, ako rin po ay naging part ng 2006 na celebration ng Pistang Pambata. I was part of the children's choir.
Wow!
Ayan. Maraming salamat po sa pagpunta sa Lighthouse Cafe at na-invite po natin ang ating mga audience para po sa Pambatang Pagdiriwang. At bakit nga ba tayo dapat na maging kabahagi sa pagpapahayag ng gospel? Pakinggan natin si Bishop Ruben sa Hebrews.
Welcome po sa ating Hebrews. Ito ang segment sa ating Lighthouse Cafe na naglalayon na kung ano yung mga pinag-usapan natin ay mabigyang diin po natin sa pamamagitan ng aplikasyon ng salita ng Diyos. At alam nyo, pinag-usapan po natin kanina, nung ating introduction, na nabanggit natin yung verse doon sa Romans 1:16 na ang sinasabi ni Apostol Pablo, "For I am not ashamed of the gospel of Christ." Totoo po yun. Isang napakagandang bagay na ang mga namamahayag, ang mga churches, ang mga mananampalataya ay hindi po dapat kinahihiya ang ebanghelyo ng ating Panginoon. Yan po ang gospel. Ano po? The gospel of the Lord Jesus Christ is all about yung pong good news ng ebanghelyo ni Kristo. Now, the Apostle Paul defines po kung ano yung gospel doon sa 1 Corinthians chapter 15. At doon po sinasabi niya sa chapter 15 ng verses 1 and 3 and 4, ang sabi niya, "Moreover, brethren," sabi niya sa mga taga-Corinth, "I declare unto you the gospel which I preached unto you, which also you have received, and wherein you stand." Ibig sabihin, yung gospel, yung ebanghelyo na dinala sa kanila ni Apostol Pablo, ay gospel na kanilang tinanggap at kanilang tinatayuan bilang mga mananampalataya. Ano po ang laman ng gospel na ito? Doon po sa verse 3, ang sabi ni Apostle Pablo, "For I delivered unto you first of all that which I also received, how that Christ died for our sins according to the Scriptures, and that He was buried, and that He rose again according to the Scriptures." Ang ibig sabihin po nito, ang gospel po pala, ang mabuting ebanghelyo ng ating Panginoon, ay hindi po kung ano yung para bang swerte-swerte lang, o kaya naman mabuting ugali lang, o kaya naman kung ano ba, yung success sa buhay. No, hindi po yon ang laman ng gospel. Ang laman po ng ebanghelyo at mabuting balita ni Kristo Jesus ay ito, na siya ay nabayubay doon sa krus ng Kalbaryo, ibinuhos ang kanyang dugo para sa mga makasalanan, at siya inilibing at siya nabuhay na maguli. Yan po ang gospel na ito. At ang lahat ng tumitingit sumasampalataya kay Kristo ay kinakailangan maniwala at manampalataya na ginawa nga ni Kristo ang lahat ng mga bagay na ito. Ano nga po yon? Na ang mga mananampalataya, ang sasampalataya kay Kristo Jesus, ay maniwala sila at sumampalataya na si Kristo ay namatay sa krus ng Kalbaryo, inilibing, bumuhos ang kanyang dugo, at nabuhay na maguli. Bakit po ito ang gospel? At anong kinalaman nito? Ang pagiging mananampalataya po Kristiyano ay pagiging ligtas at pagkakaroon ng buhay na walang hanggan. At paano po ito nangyayari? Paano ito nagiging posible? Sapagkat si Kristo sa ating kalagitnaan ng kasalanan ay namatay para sa atin. Kaya siya namatay sa krus ng Kalbaryo at nagbuhos ng kanyang banal na dugo upang ang ating mga kasalanan ay mahugasan. Okay? At siya'y namatay at inako niya ang lahat ng kaparusahan at kamatayan na dapat sana'y consequence ng ating pagiging makasalanan. And then, hindi po siya nanatiling patay. Bumangon siya mula sa mga patay upang patunayan na siya ay buhay at siya'y nagkakaloob ng buhay sa lahat ng sasampalataya sa Kanya. So, ang gospel pong ito ang tinatanggap ng lahat ng sumasampalataya kay Kristo. At ang sabi ni Paul, "I am not ashamed of this gospel." Bakit po? Ang sabi niya, "For this gospel is the power of God unto salvation." Kaya po kung merong maliligtas mula sa kasalanan at sa kapahamakan, wala pong ibang paraan kundi ang ebanghelyo ni Kristo, the gospel of the Lord Jesus Christ. At ito po ay para sa lahat ng sumasampalataya kay Kristo. Kaya po ito ang mensahe ng programang Lighthouse Cafe. Ano po? Hindi relihiyon, hindi kung anumang pagbabago dahil tayo ay naniniwala sa good manners and right conduct, kundi ang pagsampalataya kay Kristo. Sapagkat siya po ang nabayubay sa krus ng Kalbaryo, nagbayad sa ating mga pagkakasala, inilibing at nabuhay na maguli upang ang lahat ng sa Kanya'y sasampalataya ay hindi mapahamak kundi magkaroon ng buhay na walang hanggan. That is the gospel. We're not ashamed of it. God bless you.
Welcome po to our new segment. Ang Barista segment po ay naglalayong magbigay impormasyon sa kung ano ang sinasabi ng batas tungkol po sa mga common legal issues na ating pong kinakaharap. Sabi nga po, information and ignorance are like light and darkness. When information rules your mind, ignorance finds its way out. Ito po ay isang notable quotation from an inspirational writer and Christian, Israel Moore Ivor. Napakagandang makakita ng isang pamilyang buo na kung saan ay nagmamahalan ng bawat miyembro. Subalit alam naman natin na hindi perpekto ang ating mundo. Napakaraming mga problema ang kinakaharap ng pamilyang Pilipino sa kasalukuyan. Gaya na lamang po ng ating letter sender ngayong araw.
Ako po si Erin, 43 years old. Ako po ay may asawa at 2 anak na may gulang na 7 at 3 years old. Pareho po kami ng asawa ko na nagtatrabaho bilang mga empleyado. 9 na taon na po kaming kasal at akala ko ay forever na talaga ang aming pagsasama. Subalit kamakailan lang po ay bumalik sa pag-iinom ang aking asawa. May mga gabing umuuwi siyang lasing at galit na galit. Nung una ay sumisigaw lang siya. Naawa ko sa mga anak ko dahil nagigising din sila at madaling araw dahil sa kanilang tatay. Pero hindi pa doon nagtapos. dahil nagsimula na rin siyang manakit. Nagtatanong na ang aking mga anak at mga kaanak kung bakit ako may mga pasa sa mukha at braso. Dinadahilan ko na lang na nahulog ako dahil natatakot akong magalit ang aking asawa. Kapag sinumbong ko sa kanila, natatakot po ako na ang mga anak ko naman ang saktan niya. Ano po bang pwede kong gawin para maprotektahan ang aking sarili at ang aking mga anak? Legal po ba ang paghihiwalay dito sa Pilipinas? At pwede ba akong mag-file nito sa aking sitwasyon? Minsan na akong nagtangkang umuwi sa aking mga magulang, pero binantaan niya ako na kapag ako ay umalis, ay hindi niya ako bibigyan ng perang pangtustos sa amin. Mas malaki po kasi ang sahod niya sa akin at malaking bagay po ito dahil nag-aaral ang aking mga anak. Sinabi niya rin kukunin niya ang aking mga anak sa oras na hihiwalayan ko siya. May karapatan po ba akong makasama ang aking mga anak bilang kanilang ina? Maraming salamat po sa inyong payo.
Salamat sa sulat mo, Irene. Alam mo, yung issue mo ay pwede nating hatiin sa 4 na bahagi. Una, yung physical abuse na ginagawa sa'yo. Pangalawa, yung tanong mo tungkol sa paghihiwalay o kung paano ka pwedeng makipaghiwalay sa iyong asawa. Pangatlo, yung tanong mo tungkol sa kustodiya ng mga bata. At pang-apat, yung posibleng pagkuha mo o paghingi mo ng support mula sa iyong asawa. Ngayon, nais ko munang i-discuss sa'yo yung bahagi about physical violence. Alam mo, napakaganda kasi ang ating batas ay nagpo-provide according sa RA 9262 o yung Violence Against Women and Their Children Act na yung acts of physical violence ay maaari nating isang guni sa ating mga kinauukulan. At ang batas na ito ay nagpo-provide ng several na mga options para sa atin. Ito ay pwede nating i-applyan ng tinatawag na Barangay Protection Order. Ito ay mga preliminary na mga bagay na pwede nating i-apply upang tayo ay maprotektahan. Ikaw at ang iyong mga anak ay maaaring maprotektahan mula sa mga physical violence na ginagawa ng iyong asawa. At ang batas na ito ay hindi lamang nagpo-provide ng solusyon sa physical violence, sapagkat ang batas na ito ay nagre-recognize ng samot-saring mga pang-aabuso like economical abuse, psychological abuse, sexual abuse, and of course, yung physical abuse. At ang Barangay Protection Order, ang Temporary Protection Order, or even yung Permanent Protection Order na pinoprovide ng batas na ito ay maaari mong makuha gamit ng ang batas na ito. So, paano ba ito pwedeng i-apply? Ito ay pwede kang pumunta sa pinakamalapit na barangay na nakakasakop sa lugar kung saan kayo naninirahan. At ang barangay captain mismo ay maaaring magbigay ng preliminary na barangay protection order na nag-uutos na ang iyong asawa ay hindi maaaring lumapit sa inyo sa certain na distansya at siya ay pwede nating ipakuha yung kanyang mga firearms, yung ibang mga deadly weapons na meron siya at ibang mga bagay pa upang masigurado na hindi na siya makakapang-abuso sa inyo physically, psychologically, or even economically. At dahil dito, ito ay maglalayon na maproteksyonan ka at ang iyong mga anak mula sa anumang pang-aabuso. Yan po ay provided ng batas. Ngayon, tungkol naman sa usaping paghihiwalay. Ang usaping paghihiwalay naman po, actually, ay maraming paraan ng pakikipaghiwalay. Actually, ang batas ay may nire-recognize na 4 na paraan. Una, yung recognition ng foreign divorce. Pangalawa, yung tinatawag nating annulment. Pangatlo, yung tinatawag nating declaration of nullity of marriage. At pang-apat, yung tinatawag nating legal separation. Ngayon, ito ay magkakaiba ang pinoprovide na outcome. Yung tatlo, yung recognition of foreign divorce, yung annulment, tsaka yung declaration of nullity of marriage, ay nagre-resulta sa pagde-dissolve ng marriage or even yung pag-declare ng ating mga korte na ito ay null from the beginning o never nangyari. Yun naman pong legal separation, kayo po ay maaari lamang pong maghiwalay ng bed and board, pero yung pong inyong property ay isa-separate din, but the marriage remains to be intact. So, paano po ba at ano-ano ba ang pinagkaiba ng mga bagay nito? Of course, yung recognition ng foreign divorce, ito po ay applicable lamang sa mga mag-asawa kung saan ang isang partner, isang party sa isang kasal ay foreigner na po. So, kahit sino man po sa kanila, whether yung foreigner spouse or yung Filipino spouse, mag-request ng decree for the declaration or divorce ng kanilang marriage, ay maaaring i-recognize din po dito sa Pilipinas. Yun naman pong annulment ay kinikilala ng batas na nagkaroon ng valid na kasal. Ngunit because of certain grounds like lack of consent, because of being underage, or because of fraud at mga iba pa po mga bagay, ay nire-recognize ng batas na itong valid na marriage na to nung una ay pwedeng i-nullify. Yun naman pong tinatawag nating declaration of nullity of marriage ay mula naman po nung simula ay absent na po ang isa sa mga requisites ng marriage. At dahil po dito, ito ay never nangyari. Pero in your case, because ang iyong pong na-experience ay physical abuse, ang batas po ay nagpo-provide naman po ng option para sa iyo na ikaw ay mag-apply for legal separation. Sa kasong ito po, kayo ay maaaring maghiwalay ng tahanan at maaaring ihiwalay din po ang inyong mga properties para po maproteksyonan po yung innocent spouse from the abuse ng guilty spouse. Ayan po. At Irene, maraming salamat sa iyong sulat at ang iyong mga susunod na katanungan na isasagutin ko pa sa ating mga susunod na episodes. Of course, maraming salamat at sa inyong panonood at nais po namin kayong ibitahan na kung kayo po ay may mga tanong na legal, ay maaari niyo pong ipadala ang inyong pong mga questions, ang inyong pong mga inquiries sa goodtalks@lighthousecafetv.com o di kaya ay magpadala ng mensahe sa ating Facebook page at Lighthouse Cafe. Muli, ito po si Attorney Moses Rivera at your service.
Natapos na naman ang isang oras ng magagandang kwentuhan at mga usapan. And we hope you enjoyed all our discussions today.
Yes, Bishop, at sana po ay mas maraming churches ang sumali at maging bahagi ng Metro Manila Celebration with Will Graham. You can watch a replay of our episode today sa amin pong YouTube channel. Hanapin niyo lamang po ang Lighthouse BBC and of course, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.
Tama yan, Reza. Of course, available din po ang aming mga mobile apps. Yan po ang Lighthouse BBC at ang GCTV mobile apps. Download nyo lang po sa App Store o kaya sa Google Play Store.
And we would like to thank our ministry partners and sponsors, Miami Cakes, For Gospel Catering Services, Lighthouse Blooms, Flower Shop, and thank you for being a blessing, and we hope that you would also become a blessing by becoming a ministry partner. Just send a message to our official Facebook page, Lighthouse Cafe.
Tama, Antoinette. At pwede rin sila magpadala ng mga comments sa ating Lighthouse Cafe Facebook page o kaya padala niyo po kami ng email sa goodtalks@lighthousecafetv.com.
Antabayanan po namin ang lahat ng yan. And catch another episode next week only here at the Lighthouse Cafe,
where good talks happen.